Early voting well underway and Election Day just less than 3 weeks away. And that's why we're bringing the issues that matter most to you to candidates running for local office. Tonight, we're hearing from the candidates running for House District 147. Now, that district includes parts of Peach and Houston counties. People in those areas who took our Listening Lab survey say they're concerned about inflation, ethics in government, healthcare cost and access, immigration, and violent crime. We sat down with incumbent Republican Bethany Ballard and Democrat Ariel Phillips. Bethany Ballard is 50 years old. She lives in Warner Robins. She's a former high school English teacher and now serves as chairman of the Education Curriculum Subcommittee. She's been married for 28 years and has 2 children. Phillips is 31 years old. They live in Warner Robins. Phillips is a disabled veteran and manufacturing analysis at Northrop Grumman. They moved to the area with their wife after their military service. It is Phillips' first bid for office. Hunter King talked to Ballard and Phillips about the issues you care about.
How do you plan to address rising inflation and its impact on everyday expenses for Houston County residents?
As a state government, we have very little to do with the rate of inflation that comes from mismanagement at the federal level. But what we have done in the House and in the Senate, and we've passed it this year, we have returned $1.1 billion back to our taxpayers, to hardworking Georgians.
I think that the first and most important thing that needs to happen is raising the minimum wage, because with inflation, prices are going up, but people aren't getting paid anymore. That money's going somewhere. It needs to at some point go back down to the workers so then they can repartake in society because they'll have money again.
What measures would you propose to reduce violent crime in Houston County?
We need common sense gun control, and for me that looks like a 3-day waiting period. That's something they implemented in Canada that's proven to cut back on domestic violence. So you have to wait 3 days before you can purchase a firearm, so you have time to cool off. Mandatory background checks. There are closed gun show loopholes. You can go into a gun show and not have any kind of background check and walk out with a gun.
We have expanded the number of crimes that need bail so that our violent criminals are not just out amongst our citizens and out in the streets. It's not violent crime, but we have given property owners more rights.
What is your stance on expanding access to affordable health care in Houston County, particularly for low-income residents?
I understand there's going to be a study committee this year as we move forward to increase health care access for some underserved populations. We are working very diligently to allow new hospitals to be built, especially of our rural areas, and to encourage doctors and nurses to move to those rural areas.
If we expanded Medicare, the amount that you would pay in taxes is less than how much you pay for private insurance, which isn't guaranteed to cover your health care already. So you would pay less in overall, just more in taxes, to get better health care, to get access to better health care. A majority of rural counties in Georgia don't have access to healthcare. They don't have hospitals. They don't have clinics. They have to drive a really far way to get to anything.
If you want to see more from our interview with the House District 147 candidates, head to 13WMAZ.com. Monday at 6, we'll hear from the candidates running for House District 145, which includes parts of Bibb and Monroe counties.